Hey guys, it's Tim, and this is Pro Wrestling Unlimited. So the broken gimmick as we knew it in Impact Wrestling may never ever be coming to WWE, as Ed Nordhold, president of Anthem Sports and Impact Wrestling, said that he's never going to speak on this again. Said that he has no interest whatsoever in opening any more negotiations with Matt and Jeff Hardy. While speaking to Sports Illustrated, Anthem's Ed Nordhold touched base on the ongoing issues between Anthem Sports and the rights to the broken gimmick. When asked if the Hardy Boys' initial investment of $3,000 into the gimmick would change the dynamic of the ownership, Nordhold explained why he didn't think it does. No, the company spent millions of dollars producing television last year, including all of the shows that incorporated the various aspects of the Broken Brilliance. I don't know whether Jeff and Matt had some out-of-pocket expenses that they may have had on the Volcano, but that would not change in any way, shape, or form what their contracts say who owns the IP. If they had some out-of-pocket expenses, they certainly never brought them to my attention. To suggest that they somehow funded the show is absurd. Now on that note, there's more to get to, but on that note, both Matt and Rebby, especially Rebby, has gone public saying that they have records that they spent money to fund the filming of those Broken Hardy things on their property. And also, if Impact was shooting on location at the Hardys' property, there was never any contracts now, according to the Hardys, that were signed that said that Impact could film there for free, or that Impact was filming there with a fee to the Hardys for using their property. So, I mean, Hardys have said more than once that they paid for all the filming and they used a lot of their own things. So yes, production-wise and editing-wise, that may have been Impact Wrestling. But at the same time, what does Ed Nordhold mean by they didn't bring it to my attention? This all happened, most of the filming was before he even was in control of the company, when he was in charge. So that aspect of it doesn't really make sense to me in his comments on they never brought that to me, because Rebby's made it apparent more than once on Twitter, and he wasn't even around when they first started and did most of the broken stuff. Now, when asked about the possibility of selling the intellectual property, Nordholm revealed that the door has been shut on any negotiations with the Hardy Boys. I've stopped thinking about this. We have a show to put on, and a company and a brand. We've got things on our plate that are more important than sorting out the Broken Brilliance. I made a genuine effort to resolve something to benefit the Hardys as a goodwill gesture to Matt. It didn't reach a conclusion, and we're moving on. We're not going back to it. I'm not interested in opening a new dialogue. I'm not interested in opening another conversation about it. We made our best effort. It didn't happen, and I'm not going to negotiate all over again. So last I heard on quote-unquote negotiations was that Ed Nordholm said that, okay, we'll sell it to you for anywhere from $10,000 to $15,000. But then when Matt said, oh, I'll pay that, he then tried to slip in another little agreement, another little term, saying that anything the Hardys make going forward, as far as with that gimmick being used, they want 50%. So if they're using that gimmick in the WWE, whatever they're getting paid by WWE, Anthem wants 50%. And then for some odd reason, apparently, this was reported by Sports Illustrated, that they wanted to slip in there another term saying that they get 50% of all the money Jeff makes from his art and his band. Like, how does that have anything to do with any of this? And that's when Matt and Jeff both said, no, we want to renegotiate again. And apparently, Nordholm is now saying, no, we tried to give you what he's calling genuine offer. Hardys wouldn't accept it. He's not going back to it. So now the big question arises is, will Matt take this to court? Will Matt go to court, and will Anthem actually show up, and will Anthem actually have any rights to fight against this? What does Matt have on his side? We don't exactly know. I know that a lot of people are saying that Matt paid for a lot of the stuff. Matt came up with the gimmick. Matt developed the gimmick. He should have the rights to the gimmick. But per the contracts, I don't know exactly. I've never seen an Impact Wrestling contract. I don't know exactly what the intellectual property matters in the contracts do state. But this is a very interesting subject, very interesting topic. And if Ed Nordholm isn't willing to negotiate anymore, does that mean that Matt's going to take it to court? Man, this is crazy. And I would almost bet you, now that this Sports Illustrated article is out with Ed Nordholm, Rebby's going to go on yet another one of her big Twitter rants. She went on one last night, and now that this article was put out today, I'm pretty sure she's going to go on another. But for the latest on the Broken Hardy gimmick and the, I guess, no longer negotiations, I have it for you right here on Pro Wrestling Unlimited. But that's going to do it for this episode. Remember to comment below, like and share this video, like us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter, and subscribe here on YouTube.